So, you remember the YouTuber Metatron? We had a bit of a spat with him a year ago, or a little bit less than a year ago, in that I reacted to one of his videos in which he got very angry with a historian for not saying that like communism was Nazism and shit like that. And then he reacted to me with a really bizarre video where he claimed that he was like an academic historian when he's not. He like took things absurdly seriously. Like the way that he talks is so funny. And he claimed that he has like a team of like a dozen history academics who make his videos with him. By the way, the videos that he makes like react slop, like just daily reaction videos. So it doesn't really make any sense for him to claim to have a team of historians who work on his videos. Not in the least because that reaction slop, but also because why would you even need that? It's just a guy who like takes himself absurdly seriously when he is very much not at all serious. Like this incredibly self-serious guy, and it's hard to be angry at him because it's so funny. So the YouTuber Fredda made a video where he talked about him among a couple of other creators. And he like critiqued him for like, 10, 15, 20 minutes or so. And Metatron made a video responding to that called, "This YouTuber slandered me, Shad and Lindy Beige, so we are taking him down." Look at the thumbnail. And this response, it is unique. It is genuinely unique in how bizarre it is. Because Metatron like is supposed to be a history YouTuber, right? And look at what he does when Fredda cites a source. Look at this history YouTuber's reaction when Fredda cites a source to illustrate his point.
I don't actually think so, and I'll explain why later on. To close off this point about history being a conduit between the past and the present, let me quote American historian Hypocrisy.
Yeah, let's not, considering the fact that he's going to use now a very long and boring quotation to try and refute an argument that isn't mine, therefore wasting my and your time.
I'm going to quote an actual source here. I'm going to quote a historian who says something that illustrates what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, no, boring! Let's move on without even looking at the evidence that you presented for your claim. What do you call the boring fallacy? I've never seen this before. It's like just saying, "Oh, lame, boring, bye, let's move on." He framed himself as like an academic history YouTuber with a team of academics, and his response to someone citing a historian is to say, "Boring." I love him. He's awesome. Metatron, I love you. I appreciate you. Did he say prepare the shield wall? No, he doesn't. My second favorite moment in this video is that he claims that he read Karl Marx on the Jewish question in high school.
The article he published in 1844 called On the Jewish Question, you would absolutely consider to be racist.
He claims to have read On the Jewish Question, but probably hasn't.
Hey, do you have a citation for that? Any evidence for that statement, mister? I need to prove everything, I'm super historian. Of course I read it, we read it in high school, for crying out loud.
Or if you did.
No one reads this in high school. What are you talking about? You might read like the Communist Manifesto at most. You are not reading On the Jewish Question. That is so out there. You do not. This is so weird. I don't even know. Why would you say this? This is the sort of thing that is just so weird that anyone who is normal would catch it as weird immediately. And my absolute favorite thing in here, is this moment, okay? And I think this really illustrates why I like Metatron so much. In spite of the fact that he's so dumb, and he has no right to take himself this seriously. Not even really accomplished historians take themselves this seriously. Is this moment. I've never seen anything quite like this in a YouTube video. It's like out of like an atheist anti-creationist video from 2010. Just watch this. Bask in the glory.
Yep, I'm right again.
But bringing up this particular text is a very lazy and widespread right-wing talking point that isn't really convincing.
Now get ready for pure hypocrisy.
I would argue that Karl Marx was perhaps less racist than the average.
Do you notice how he started like playing dramatic music? Like you can hear the droning in the background, I hope. Like I can with my headphones on. He started playing the dramatic music here. He's building up to something. What is it? Let's find out.
German man in the 1800s.
He just did the very thing that he has been accusing us of doing for this entire video. He used his own reasoning without any evidence to back it up to make a statement about people in history.
Holy shit, I love him. Metatron is the best YouTuber. This is so good. He's from another era. He's from like 15 years ago. Checkmate. I wonder if, does he reiterate the claim that he has a team of historians?
Respond to the person's worldview. You assert things as, quote, just the facts and reason your way towards why these so-called facts you're presenting are true, without relying on much evidence produced by trained historians.
I have a team behind my production. One is a trained historian, former archaeologist.
Team. And to illustrate his team, he has stock footage of 4 silhouettes standing by a window.
2 years of experience digging in Syria. One is a published author. One is an
A published author? What the fuck does that mean? Anyone can be a published author.
anthropologist with a postdoctoral degree. One is an Egyptologist PhD. I can continue. Also
Where are they? Prove any of this. This is ridiculous. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. He claims he doesn't need to cite sources or prove his claims because he has a whole team of people behind who have told him, yep, that's correct. Go and say it without citing any evidence. Even if this was true, even if you did have a team, they account for nothing if you don't show us why and how we can rely on the claims you're making. That you claim to have a friend out of frame who told you this was true does not provide us with any proof that it's true. That's so weird. Now, obviously, this is not true, because if this was true, you would provide evidence of it, and you're not doing so.
Considering that I've shown their names, qualifications, and faces on screen multiple times, but
why aren't you showing them here then?
it doesn't matter because he doesn't care about the truth, nor does he care about.
Show us. This would be a perfect time for you to show us their names, faces, qualifications on stream multiple times. Not that it would fix your argument here, because your argument, which is that I can make claims regarding historical facts without providing you with evidence from them because my friends have told me that what I'm saying is true, is not a valid argument. You still have to show us the evidence so that we can independently verify it, but you don't show us them. This guy is so wacky and zany.
Evidence. He's gonna say they don't exist. Another lie.
You
Provide evidence that they exist.
sidestep the actual debates and uncertainties of history in order to simplify the larger picture. The point is to cleverly avoid actually engaging with history and...
Like his entire argument is, I can say whatever I want because there is an authority just out of frame who says that what I say is correct. It's the most banal appeal to authority you will ever see in your life. And for this guy likes to talk about logical fallacies so much. You would think he would realize that. It's so obvious.
Instead relying on debate and argumentation.
Once again, strawman.
Strawman. He loves his fallacies, as you see. But obviously I'm not watching the whole thing. I'm not watching the whole original video for this stream either. This is a slop channel. You know, we don't watch everything. All that we do is clip and ship. I just wanted to highlight the funniest parts of this video because Metatron is a very funny guy. And it's very weird that he takes himself so seriously. I think he would be better served by embracing the weirdness and the zaniness that he has going. Because when he doesn't do that, he just comes off as pretentious and unhinged. Like he does here. Like this is someone who makes daily videos, daily reaction videos about feminists and whatever the fuck. And he's trying to tell you that all of this is peer-reviewed by an entire team of eminent experts just out of frame who he doesn't actually have to prove to you exist. Not that that would matter anyway, because you still have to, you know, if you have a team of researchers, they should be able to give you sources that you can then show to us, right? You should be eminently capable of doing that because you have other people doing the work for you. You don't just tell us what they told you to say and then assert that it's true because they told you it was. You would show us evidence that they gave you. So it doesn't make any sense. But, I mean, the checkmate moment, like, everything about this, oh man, like, you cited a source. Boring! Appeal to boring fallacy. I love him. Metatron, I approve of everything that you do. Keep it up, dude. You're the greatest YouTuber I've ever seen in my life.